So the NBA trade deadline is now history. And what a deadline day it was. What started out tame and seemed destined to end that way changed in a matter of hours. And no surprises, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers that made the most moves. The Cavaliers ended up trading away 6 players who turned out to be just short-term rentals, especially in the case of Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Derrick Rose, and Dwayne Wade. And while I was surprised the Cavs made so many trades, I think getting rid of those players was the right move on their part, and now makes them much more likely to contend for a championship. In Isaiah Thomas, they got an injured star who never quite meshed with their system and ended up being a liability rather than an asset. Jay Crowder made no impact on either end of the floor, while Derrick Rose could hardly stay on the floor and even at one stage contemplated retirement. D. Wade isn't quite at retirement just yet, but when he gets there, he wants to be in a Miami Heat uniform, and it seems he'll get his wish. As for the replacements, the Cavaliers have gotten younger and more athletic, with Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, and have finally gotten their summer target George Hill, who I think will be a better fit at point guard than IT because he is much more effective playing without the ball. Now, there will be questions about chemistry when a team brings in that many new players mid-season, but the organization had to do something for a couple of reasons. 1, to at least contend for a championship this season, and 2, to try to keep LeBron James, who becomes a free agent at the end of the season and seems destined to once again take his talents elsewhere. Remember, the Cavaliers weren't even favored to win the East, having lost 10 games and won just 7 since the start of January up to the time the trades were made. Now, this makes them better contenders to go up against the likes of the Boston Celtics, who they could end up facing in the second round, let alone even the Golden State Warriors. And that's if they get to the finals. Having said all that, the Warriors are still overwhelming favorites no matter who gets to the final. But at least this makes things interesting. I'm Jordan Fort. Good evening.